Hey there, and welcome to This Explainer. Look, I know exactly why you're tuning in today. You're looking at the current tech landscape. Maybe you're studying for your very first certifications, or maybe you're planning a big career pivot, and you're feeling a very real, very heavy knot in your stomach. As a career mentor, let me assure you right out of the gate, I hear this anxiety constantly. You're wondering if jumping into tech right now is just a massive mistake because of artificial intelligence. Well, today, we are going to completely flip that narrative. We're drawing entirely from Anthony Farrior's brilliant book, The Human Backbone, which is this incredible survival guide published by PanfurWare LLC to show you exactly how to secure your future in physical IT.
So the big question, is AI going to automate your IT career before it even begins? Let me just validate your fears for a second. It is completely understandable to be terrified. Every single day, the headlines are screaming about AI agents taking over help desks, writing thousands of lines of code, and resolving software tickets in literal milliseconds. And yeah, if your goal is to sit at a remote help desk just resetting passwords all day, yes, that specific job is in danger. But that absolutely does not mean entry-level IT is dead. Far from it, actually.
All right, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. The AI automation myth, 2. The physical IT advantage, 3. Unautomatable tech careers, 4. Mastering physical tech tools, 5. Your certification roadmap, and 6. Future-proofing your career.
Section 1. The AI automation myth, the virtual-only illusion.
There is this widespread, almost cultural myth floating around right now of a virtual-only future. The virtual myth that tells us AI agents will just magically handle everything instantly in the cloud. But here is the physical reality we need to wake up to. The digital world is intensely physical. The cloud is actually just someone else's very loud, very hot, extremely physical computer sitting in a massive warehouse somewhere. AI dominates the software realm, for sure. But no matter how smart the algorithm gets, the entire digital economy requires heavy, complex hardware to actually function.
Moving on to Section 2, the physical IT advantage. Code requires a host. Tech expert Anthony Farrior hits the nail on the head here. He says an AI can diagnose a server spike, but it cannot crawl under a raised floor to replace a severed fiber-optic cable. This is the core realization you need to have to secure your career. Software is utterly dependent on hardware. Think about it. A multi-billion-dollar AI model is completely useless if a rat chews through a fiber cable down in the data center or if a cooling fan dies and the whole server overheats. AI absolutely cannot swap out a faulty power supply at 3 in the morning. It has no hands. It requires humans.
Section 3. Unautomatable tech careers. Roles immune to outsourcing.
Okay, we're shifting from the problem to the actual solution. If you want real job security, you need to target physical-first IT roles. We're talking about data center technicians, field service techs, and smart building specialists. These careers aren't shrinking at all. They're actually in higher demand than ever before. Why? Because as companies build more and more massive infrastructure to run these giant AI models, they desperately need an army of skilled humans to build, maintain, and fix that physical environment. These roles require tactile, hands-on problem-solving that algorithms simply cannot replicate.
Section 4. Mastering physical tech tools. Hardware troubleshooting.
If you want to succeed here, you've got to master the essential instruments of the trade, the stuff AI physically cannot replicate. An AI literally can't hold a multimeter to test physical electrical voltage. An AI cannot operate a fusion splicer to perfectly align and melt 2 actual glass fibers together to restore a down network. Sure, an AI can read a temperature sensor, but it cannot walk down a server aisle with a thermal camera to physically detect which specific hardware component is glowing red hot right before it catches fire. When you know how to hold these tools, you are holding absolute job security.
Section 5. Your certification roadmap. Proving your physical competence.
Grab a pen because here is your exact timeline and blueprint to becoming highly sought after. Month 1, you start with the CompTIA A+. This proves you understand the foundational hardware components. By month 3, you layer on Network Plus, proving you know exactly how these physical machines connect to each other. At month 6, Server Plus demonstrates you can handle the enterprise-grade heavy iron that actually runs data centers. And by year 1, you target your Big C credentials, which are pretty much the gold standard for physical cabling and infrastructure design. This specific combination proves to any employer out there that you aren't just a software person, you are a hands-on, hardware-level problem solver.
Section 6. Future-proofing your career. From wrenches to infrastructure.
Now, I want to be super clear as your mentor. Getting into physical IT isn't just about turning wrenches forever. I mean, unless that's what you truly love doing. You start by mastering the tactile troubleshooting. You get your hands dirty in step 1, but step 2, that's the big long-term career progression. Once you understand the physical layer intimately, you become uniquely qualified to manage it. You transition into leadership roles where you're designing and overseeing the massive multi-million-dollar physical infrastructures that literally host the world's AI. You go from turning wrenches to becoming the architect of the physical digital realm.
So, the absolutely crucial point is this. Stop competing against AI in the virtual arena. It's a losing battle. The future belongs to the people who recognize that the cloud is actually grounded in steel, copper, and glass. You need to become the indispensable human backbone that Anthony Farrior talks about. You secure your future by doing exactly what a machine cannot do.
I want to leave you with one final big question to think about today. Will you compete against AI in the virtual arena, or will you master the physical world that hosts it? The choice is entirely yours, but the roadmap to a secure, thriving career in tech is sitting right in front of you. Take action, go get those hardware-focused certifications, and start building your future in the physical layer. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what you build.